Okay, hello and greetings everybody at home. Welcome to VR Master League Channel Uno, and let's go. We've got one final set of matches here in the first cycle of Season 4. We're closing it down. I'm Palidore. Got my break week shirt, my vacation shirt going on here because we're about ready for it. That said, it'll be mighty busy behind the scenes as ever always, but never you mind. We'll miss our matches here. You know, the casting's always a fun part. The matches are the fun part. So 5 days without matches after this. We'll have an exciting Challenger Cup for EU and NA, and then we'll be back into the swing of things for the last half of Season 4. Gonna be a good time. So for everyone in the chat there, we've got, let's see, already a lot of people popping in. Halgebert, Rowdy Artifact, Saber Tooth. How's it going? Lomi. And let's see, who else? Zodiac Prophets. What's up, Smeechy? Looking short, looking tall. Why can't we just have a happy middle? I'm looking medium in this VR medium. Very happy to see you guys. Where can Sabertooth buy the best VRML merch? Well, you got your choices. Of course, one of our favorites in VRware.net. As well as Arma. You can purchase some goods on Arma as well. Either or, you got your options. And yeah, we've got ourselves a match about to start. Cosmic Legion and Invictus here in OCE. A diamond for Invictus, as you see there. Platinum for Cosmic Legion. With that, we're getting ready to start. So, scratch of the nose and back into the game. Here we go. Round 1 underway. So, looking thick like soup. What are you referencing there, cyanide? Okay, well, Cosmic Legion Invictus. Invictus on the blue, D-Foot, Duxie, Romeo, Guacanole. Over on Cosmic Legion, we have Ueshi, Kuma, Finio, and Tempura. Of the pasta variety. Very nice, very nice. So, into the midfield it goes on this first launch. It's Finio, Kuma there as well, Guacanole, everyone for that matter, all piling up in a big bowl of guacamole, it seems like. It's a fiesta, it's a party. And of course, that's always the case here in OCE. So on this first push up the floor, looks like Cosmic Legion are going to have this walk-in goal. Great pass and a tough catch, but a good goal just the same. Kuma able to finish that off the assist. And just notice on this replay too, it really had to reach back, right at the full extension on the arms to make that catch. Changed hands, Michael Jordan style, and midair, got it going. Zodiac Prophets with a subscription with Amazon. Twitch Prime, which is also kind of Amazon, right? Anyways, nonetheless, thank you for that. Appreciate that very much, Zodiac. Welcome to the stream. And all of our friendly folk in OCE. OCE are friends, not food. So, Kuma with a disc. Able to cause us to turn over. The stacks about to unwind. It looks like Finio will be there with about a half second. Not all that much time. That's going to be sent over from Guac to Duck. Duck Z down the field. And it's looking like maybe a recovery here for Cosmic Legion. That is indeed the case. Taken by Tempura eventually. Has Guacamole there on the defense. Really putting on some pressure, putting on some heat. So we're going to get cooking here in a second as they make their way down the floor. Now Guacamole outside the reach. Needs to evade the defense nearby. Meanwhile, that's going to bounce a few different ways into the other end as well. 2 minutes off the clock, just alone 2 points on the scoreboard thus far. Teams searching for their stride and searching far and wide to a good catch and finish from Romeo through the rummage. Making it go. It's 2-2. And there you go. See, all it takes is one pass. One pass, one finish, and boom. You break the seal, you're feeling a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more loose. Let's see if this plays out, though. Letter of the Phoenix also stopping in. From the arena to the Twitch chat, either way. I know these faces. I know these faces very well. I've cast these faces. I've seen these faces. I've faced these faces, and all in the right places. It's Guacamole with the clear now. It's going to bounce, and awaiting the recovery from, looks like Romeo. He might have that angle. Has a second to spare. Tries to shoot it, but misses. Unfortunately, rebound, however, to Guac. So Guac is locked. How about that? Somehow a 3-meter dunk. We'll get that goal to go. All right. 4-2. Leto the Phoenix. Actually, now I'm going to mess it up the opposite way. Hey, Leto the Phoenix. Not bad, thanks for the correction. You can call me Palidore, like some... that's one common misspelling of mine. But I'm glad to have you here, all dressed up. And let's see if this offense can dress the defense down. So that's going to bounce into Guac's arms here. Controlling the disc, trying to evade Ueshi there. Tempura as well with a recovery, but not for too long. Guacamole is going to line that one up, but the stacks coming in rather quickly. So 3 goals thus far distributed between these teams, just a few minutes into the game. This is my first look here at Cosmic Legion this season. Finio trying to get a good look at the goal. But that will be taken by Duck Z, Romeo as well, right up above. A lot of brawls, awful lot of brawls, in fact. Everyone piling in on each other as they send out that disc. And now a return to the goal. It would be a 2-on-1, but they misread on that trajectory. They're going to fling it fast, fling it furious, as Duck Z takes it back, sends it to the trap. Rodney Artifact also. Yes, indeed. Haven't done that one yet, but I'm going to go with it from now on. So we Kuma with a disc. Kuma having it stolen. Romeo having it knocked out and being knocked out at that. We are rowing into the deep end here of this round. The last half of it, that is. Again, very frantic across the Atlantic. Or is it the Pacific? I don't know, to be specific, but they're going to be taken nonetheless at the ceiling, and some chances here still yet for recoveries from Cosmic Legion, unable to get that going. But nonetheless, Duck Z having it stolen. Maybe should have ducked, but alas, that will be sent back into the orange field, turning around and redirecting their stacks quickly. The numbers are going to be in their favor. They got the disc, they got one in the goal, and now they lose it, but send it and lose it again to Finio. And that's a Fin on the play, but Guacamole taking it away. Over to D foot from the D shoulder, and now taking it over, it's Kuma. Gobbling that one up, taking command like Kubla Khan, and then back into the other end of the floor. It's gonna be on the money. Nice hits, deep fling, recover before the defense could even act. That's how you get it. That's how you get it done. Pardon my jumbles. I'm gonna take a drink. Good game thus far. 6 minutes in, and neither team pulling away by more than a single goal. So let's go. Duck Z with the disc, actually losing it. Taken back though by D-Foot. So very fortunate there that they did not lose it for too long. A long heave from Guac into the orange bubble. Weshi, though, losing it, sending it out, rather. Tempura has to get that out there fast. And D-Foot over now to Guac. So the positioning here, they got kind of a straight line up there. Pass is available. It goes in for one. And Iweshi's saying, absolutely not. That's mine. So denied. Back to the trap, though. It does stick in the orange lane for a while longer. So they could act on this if they push. And there's a dive, but no one left in the goal. The right pass and right on the money. Romeo from DuckZ. Good team play. Now they will capitalize and take a lead right back for them. Lomi saying the puns are on point. Oh, I am so glad to hear that. Oh. Appreciate the appreciation. I appreciate you being here. You, sir, are on point. Low key, low me, and over into the other end of the floor, it's Tempura free. Sending it over to the other side of the wall. Some two-man game, although losing the handles for a brief second. Finio over to the island there, the little dot, as some call it, although I know it has various names. Tempura trying to evade, sends a slicer of a pass right through the defense, and jumping for the recovery was Kuma, but Iweshi will get it, and the pass, the finish! That was mighty, mighty fine. What a hit. I love that team play. Now they will take the lead right back. This is feeling like one of those rounds, one of those matches that'll just go back and forth and down to the last 30 seconds or so, barring any jinxes. But all right, here we go. Launching out D-Foot over to that tunnel, taken by Guac. Guac sending it down there, but there are two defenders in the back line. There was one there, who was it? DuckZ. I know I always switch between both, but even if he had recovered that, that would have been an outnumbered situation. So see if they can punish there for Cosmic, but too quick is D-Foot, the hot foot. Pedal to the metal, and down the floor they go. DuckZ down, and clear. That's just going to set them up for maybe a quick play, had it not been for the stuns. So Guac taking it over to the Cloud. And they're going to send it back, but look at that. The back line was guarded very well. A couple of defenders, and then pouncing on the disc. Right back at them with a quick second flung, but taken back by D-Foot, who gets stunned. Now Tempura Pasta. And the pace picking up here, the final minute and a half of round one. Only 1 point separation, and up top, down below. So it goes for Finio. 3-point advantage going to Cosmic Legion. Dadfoot. Is that the name now? I don't know if he agrees with it, but from now on, he is Dadfoot. All right. So, down by 3 is Dadfoot, needing to get the kids in order, I guess. Will be D-Foot, Dadfoot with a launch off there, QBing. That's a quick launch. Quick heave as well. But maybe an ill-advised one, as it will be turned over. The goalkeeper there, Iweshi, I do believe, able to cause that turnover. So nice snag. They are in control in this final minute. That turnover might be costly, but we shall see. Kuma sending it to Finio. Finio maneuvering and finding the bottom of the goal. They're up now 11-6, and Cosmic Legion looking to take this first round. Zodiac also redeeming some hydrates in there. Well, I'm about 17 seconds away. Let me tell you, with the pace of this game, these players are going to have to hydrate, no doubt. So, give me just a moment, and the next hydration will be on behalf of everyone here in this stream as Daddyfoot goes in for the goal. I apologize. Very, very much so when he watches this VOD. All right, so still a nice way to finish the round there, but they will drop it to Cosmic, and, well, really on the opposite side, Cosmic will take it. Good round. Blame your friends, D-Foot. Blame your friends. Oh, yeah, and Zodiac. Thank you. I needed that. All right. So, good first round. Very, very good round. High pace. Neither team actually getting more than 1 goal separation until that last, minute and a half when they pulled ahead 11-6, was it? Or something like that? Yeah, 11-6. So, otherwise, that whole way through, that was just 1 goal from one team, 1 goal for the other team. Like that up until the last minute. Great stuff. Lito the Phoenixio heading off to practice. I think I got it right that time. Good luck. Have fun. We will take care, and you also. Yeah, good luck. And let's see, Rowdy Artifact as well. Playing in a match. I know there is one match after this. It's Astrea versus Echo Japan. So there is one more coming right after. Toy box in there as well. Welcome to the chats. Appreciate the love there also on the stream. Yeah, glad you guys are enjoying. I'm enjoying. Like I said, you know, got the vacation shirt on, but don't make any mistake. I'm wanting to end this weekend strong. Technically, it's Monday now for all of us, but yeah, that's all right. Like I said, it's a party here in the OCE. All right. You want me to Cat's Profits when we're active again? Nope, no, not cast. Cat. I will Cat's Profits though. Trust me. We'll have a very, very good time. Actually, no. I'm like allergic to cats. Or am I? I gotta say, I'm not much of a cat man. They're all right. But dogs are where my heart's at. I will dog your cast. People do call me the casting dog. I think they're dyslexic though. Anyways, back into the second round. Looks like we're about to start. So off and to the races. Here we go. Why you bully Kronos? I will, of course. I'm happy to cast, and I'll do what I can to continue casting OCE, and not just OCE, but just in general across the second half of this season. Yeah, I've been getting right back into the swing as much as anything. You know, I've been missing the cast, so here I am. There we go. Tempura being stunned, though, left raw. Unfortunate, but over to Kuma, and Kuma back to the pasta on the other side of the floor. So over at the station, all calm, cool, collected. Needing that dough, needing a score. That would be some money indeed. As they drive in, there's a Tempura the cut. We saw that last round. We saw it once again, and that is a fantastic way to start for Cosmic Legion. Cats are cracked, says Artifact. Well, indeed. Let's take a pause. And now, pause over. D-Foot rolling out. Oh, having it stolen, however, and a big 3 is going to be sunk from Kuma. That's a huge takeaway off that joust. Only 5 seconds off the clock. So down rather quickly. This is a stark contrast to the start of the last round. It took a little while to get going, and again, neither team was able to put in more than a single goal in a row. But hey, a completely different start to this round, so certainly going to be a time where for Invictus, they want to lock it down and try and get back into their groove, because it was such a close first round. But these turnovers are definitely going to be costly. Speaking of, though, nearly a turnover caused there by Dugsy, sending it to Kuma. Kuma has that cutter. It's a 2-on-2 essentially in the goal. Now everyone else joining the party. Up high, Ueshi to the backboard area. One more pass, but miscommunication perhaps, as it will sail through and out the outside of the bubble. But hitting perfectly. It's Tempura Pasta. Assist, though, to Finio. Credit for opening up that opportunity. And that will be 7 points now. Uncontested Cosmic Legion. They have control. Looking fine. More than fine. 3 out of 5 people on your guys' team has cats. Does that include, what, spoiled cats? I think, yeah. Well. Cats aplenty, I suppose. And how about Cat? Taken back by Ueshi, though. Trying to make it rain. Right now, the goals are raining cats and dogs, it seems like, for Cosmic Legion. Really just blistering start even to this round. And potentially, in position there. Not sure what's going on there. They have to recover that back pass. It wasn't to anyone, it seems like. But nonetheless, they're in position to score again. This is really dangerous territory is a thing, because we're 1 goal away from this either being that snowball effect. Oh my goodness, and it's the Kuma effect! That is in for 10 points. Wow. I think maybe the goalkeeper was expecting whoever that player was in the outer edge of the bubble, maybe expecting the catch, and then when the catch missed, it kind of took the goalkeeper off guard. and resulting in what we saw there. So, as I was mentioning just before that happened, I felt like we were one goal away either for Invictus to make this a completely fine situation, right? They made a goal there. They could have been down only a couple goals, essentially, but one goal for Cosmic Legion, which did end up happening, and then suddenly it's one of those snowballs that suddenly, that little snowball, it's turned into a mountain. You can go skiing on it even. Does it snow anywhere in Australia, by the way? Like anywhere at all? Just wondering. 'Cause even here, I live in a literal desert, but there's still places where it snows. It's not common. There's a couple places where it snows. One of those things where if you think of Australia, it's kind of, for me anyways, it's synonymous. I just think heat, desert, kangaroos. That's about it. Oh, I meant panwows. That's about it. Cyanide saying, Cosmic has solid teamwork so far, and I definitely concur. You know, they've been punishing off of these turnovers and keeping up with the stacks and speed, but we saw, especially in that first round and then to start off the second, they're really prioritizing these cutting passes to get the juices flowing, get the batteries going. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I've got Flagstaff nearby. That would be the city where it does snow over here every so often. Basically the only place in Arizona, I think, that snows, perhaps. But yeah, you know, I've never even been in snow, really, until the Leicester land a few years back, or not Leicester, Poland. And even then, it was kind of, I don't know if I'd call it snow. It was like early morning. It was snow melt of sorts. I don't know. It's so uncommon. We don't get rain here, we don't really get snow, we don't really get a lot of natural anything except the heat. So, blessing and a curse, you know? But that said, it looks like the unpause is about to come here, and yeah, as I was saying, just a blistering start. Talk about the blistering heat of AZ or AU. I'm saying, hey you, what's up? It's 5 up. All right, well, so we've got a switch up on the rosters. Let's see if this makes a difference. Can maybe put out some of those fires being caused by Cosmic Legion. Didn't even think it was possible to have fires in space, but that they are doing exactly. Setting off a lot of heats and Romeo. I mean, here it goes again and into the goal. So finally able to break the seal. And that is huge, huge news because with 6.5 minutes left, I mean, that is more than enough time for them to make a comeback now. And the first 2 points is always, especially in these kind of situations where you're down by double digits before that and scoreless, those are the situations where it's really tough to score, tougher by the minute. But once you do, it's kind of a pressure relief almost. So let's see if this changes things up a little bit, huh? Finia with a disc over there at the station. They're going to play this patiently, it looks like, which is definitely not a bad move whatsoever. It's what they want to do. Drain some clock, look for their high percentage opportunities as they drive in. There's the team play, there's the positioning. One more pass, perhaps actually getting knocked out thanks to the stun. So on that clear, Guacanole looking for someone to latch onto perhaps, but look at that. 4 players all getting back on the defense and able to secure the disc for Cosmic Legion. The Cosmic Legion with the advantage on both the points, the possession. Certainly, time kind of their greatest enemy right now because they've got to hold on to this lead is the big thing. But we will see how this continues to play out. Some good, bothersome defense here in the midfield, stunning out Kuma. There's Guac taking it for the shot. That's going to hit the corner, gives it a chance. Rebound, and a tapper. Duck Z. They are back in it here, down by only 6 after that 0-10 start to this round. First round was very, very close. Again, mind you, came down to the last 60 to 90 seconds before either team pulled away by more than a single goal. So with that, only a 4-point difference, and they have got all the time in the world and maybe, possibly, a shift in momentum. So that's something that Cosmic Legion, for as well as they've played, they've got to be aware of now to not concede another one in a row. Otherwise, that really will cause that shift. And they're going to be the ones, or they're going to be the ones kind of on that hot zone. So let's see. Kuma with a disc. 4 minutes remaining. People cheering on 5 up in the chat, by the way. Is it 5 up or is it sup? I feel like it could be both. Either way, though. Certainly Invictus getting back in this, but they got to get back in that defensive area. The rebound from Romeo, nice work. They couldn't afford to give up too many more goals because for as much time as there is, they don't even want a chance that momentum shift back to Cosmic Legion. Here it is, turnover again. That's going to be maybe a cloud attempt. Very bold, but I love it. Guacanole making a stun. Looks like a punch boost, seeing if they get there in time. They will! Lining up the 3! And they're within 3 off of that. Guacanole! Saying ole. 5 up. All right. So, they were 10 down. They brought it back. They're 3 down. And that is what's up. D-foot, maybe stay away from the VODs. I apologize for the daddy foot. I blame the chat. That said, nothing to blame about that. Finio in 11 seconds flat. It's 12-7. I'm not asking anything. I was just, you know. Someone made the call, daddy foot, and I obliged. And I kind of regretted it right after, as a fellow person who's been given the dad moniker against his will. That said, wow, they're willing their way back into this game. 5 up, puts them within 2. 7 seconds on that launch. What a reaction coming here from Invictus. They are feeling the flames. Through the fire and the flames, they have carried on indeed. So really, the whole swing of this round has changed. The tone has changed. And a lot predicated on that long-range bomb that we just saw there. So defense coming in. Duck Z contesting another turnover. Duck Z sending it over to that station. They are already in position for maybe a fling. That's going to bounce, and that's going to be received right at the bottom there by Ducks. Duck Z, watch out. No, it's locked down by Finio. Just barely missing that one, but taken, rebounded back into the backboard, but losing the handles again. Could tie it, could take a lead, and they take the lead, 13-12. And what a turnaround round in this second. Wow, unbelievable comeback. They were down 10-0 halfway with 6 minutes left in this round. They were down 10-0, and it is now 13-12. Unbelievable comeback here. But it's not over. That is the danger. Now they can't get too lax or too loose, thinking that maybe they got this one in the bag. No, they got to secure this momentum. They got to deny more goals. Diving out, trying to do just that. A beautiful shield, and round the back. Finio not able to convert, but taken back here by Tempura Pasta. Tempura having it stolen by Duxy. Right into that tunnel now, sailing, and if they get another goal, I mean, this streak has been unbelievable. This 13-2 run, make it 15-2. Guacanole brings them back again. They're up by a few. Unbelievable. This has got to be up there with one of the biggest turnarounds I think I've casted in VRML before. There's been a few. I don't know what the record is. I know there's been one swing last season, I remember, in NA across 2 rounds, which was something like a 22-5 run or something like that. This is going to be right up there with him, though. 15-2 run is ridiculous here. Unbelievable change in momentum. Dramatic, even. So with that, a big play needs to happen. They're going to go for the tie. They have to. Trying to stun that goalie. And, oh, save there. And they make it a 2, and they'll secure the victory based off that. Nuts finish. And that's going to be a 3rd round on the way. What a clutch headbutt. I can't believe that. Absolutely crazy. Please clip that. And please put it in the VRML Clips channel. That was insane. My goodness gracious, I need a drink. Wow. I feel like a kid in a candy store. insane. This is why I cast OCE, because it just seems like you guys deliver. What time is it right now? It's 4:28 in the AMs, but I am revved up here. So, yeah, like I said, a big change, phenomenal turnaround. That ended up being, again, 15-4 run. There are 6 minutes left in that round, second round. They were down by 10 points, 10-0 to be specific. So not only did they break the scoreless streak they had going on there, but they exploded. They went supernova. Wow. That's right up there with one of the more impressive comebacks I've seen, I think. But yeah, insane. So the next round, I have no clue whatsoever what to expect there, because first round was super close. Okay. Trading goal for goal. You can see there it ended up 11-8, but again, neither team was ahead by more than a point until the last minute. So it was really close. And then out of the gates in round 2, a bit less close. Just a blistering pace, and there was a lot of these defensive stacks that caused a couple of turnovers, got them a couple open threes, and that just kind of got them going. They look like a runaway train. They could not be stopped. But a timeout, little just change in the roster, and quick breather, more importantly, is anything, right? You need sometimes. That's why we got the tactical timeouts. You take them, you breathe, you switch up the game plan, you address whatever is going wrong, and that is proof in the pudding why that's a great strategy to do, because without that timeout, like, never mind roster changes or anything else, without that timeout to even be able to stop and breathe for a second, that was not going to be a win in that round. No chance. The momentum was just too strong in the favor of Cosmic. So really just the ability to pause for a couple of minutes really made all the difference in there. But with that, another pause here. This one, I presume, taken by Cosmic, perhaps. And yeah, makes sense. They got to do the same thing here with this time. Anyway, whoa! In the Twitch chat, I'm seeing some stuff about batteries dying. Oh, that's not good. Well, that said, once again, I don't know what to expect. Now, let's see who else is coming in the chat there. A lot of people, between Bloomy and Cyanide calling out that fantastic goalie play. Hopefully it's shown here in the replays already, because again, Cosmic played that excellently, right? They were patient with it. They recognized the clock situation. They had time to take the last shot, went for the stud on the goalie, and the goalie turns it into a headbutt. I mean, you don't get any more clutch than that. That is silly. That is just silly. But yeah, so next match, by the by, was scheduled to start right now. I assume there might be some players from Astrea and Echo Japan tuning in already. So if you are, you know the deal. It'll be a little bit late, another 10 minutes or so, because we're going to a third round. But so same as always, if you send me an early invite, I will join as I can. You guys can wait if both teams agree, or if you don't, perfectly fine. I'll also join while your match is ongoing. So whatever you need to do. But yeah, gonna get as much done as we can. Also, shout out to Doug, the famous fish. Glad to have you back in the stream as well. Saw you earlier on. Let's see, kind of curious. It looks like, as far as the prediction polls go, it's pretty close. In terms of, well, let's see, Cosmic Legion looks like it was 4 votes, and Invictus 8 votes. As far as the actual point, channel point bets, it was just about even, for 53 to 47% for Invictus and Cosmic. So, I mean, either way, exciting developments here. We have just about 10 seconds left on the mid-round or the intermission timer. So we're about to hit that 5-minute mark, so do need to start here soon. Hopefully the side of Invictus can field their 4th player, because that is actually what's currently missing. And with that said, I'm hoping they get a player in soon, because we got it. Now the intermission's over, or at least the timeout, so we've got 1 minute left, or 50 seconds left, that is. So they got a small amount of time to get a fourth in there. So whoever you are, wherever you are, go in. You got 40 seconds. You don't want to start 3v4, not in a game like this. Fingers crossed. All right. So on that note, though, is anyone from Astrea and Echo Japan in there, or do I have to go type something in Discord real quick? Because I can also do that. Let's see. Like, again, forgive me. I can't memorize the rosters as of now. My brain has now folded season 1, 2, 3, and 4 rosters all together. So if you ask me, I'll probably tell you players who've been on other rosters. Although I know Astrea wasn't around last season as Astrea, anyways, but. I can't remember rosters anymore, man. You ask me even like for like North American teams, master teams, I'm liable to tell you, yeah, Strembitsky's on the King Gorillas, right? Yeah, it's all folded on each other. So many players these days, I can't remember to be honest. But that said, looks like Halgebert's in there. Okay, there you go. So I think people have seen. Just gotta wait. Okay, cool. Yeah, not a problem. Happy to do so. This has been a stellar game, and look at that. We've got D-Foot back into the match here. So let's see how this situation unfolds now. They've got their fourth. They've got to go fourth after that incredible comeback. For anyone stepping in late, by the way, into the stream, just once more to cover it there. Extremely close round 1. Very lopsided round 2 to start off the first few minutes, and an incredible comeback mounted and a save. Oh, D-Foot had the hands on it, but it still does go through Chicago style. 2 points first. But yeah, that second round was a 15-4 run, or 15-2 run, basically, to bring them back in the lead for Invictus. And then ended on top of it on one of the biggest clutch headbutt saves I've seen there to deny an overtime. I mean, it's been a fun match. So heck of a way to end this first cycle, and heck of a way to end this, well, first half of the season. As a pass goes out, and floating back out to Guac. Guacanole sending it into the tunnel now, trying to line up some of their boosts. Their first will be a player, Finio, from Cosmic. Down the line, they've got the goal. Oh no, a second time! It's saved by D-Foot, but into the goal. Those are the kind of things that will definitely hurt a team in terms of not only just the points, but mentally speaking, it's tough to eat 2 of those in a row. They definitely don't want to start off this round kind of like they did round 2. I mean, again, credit to D-Foot, still got the saves, but Cosmic Legion able to get in that close proximity and still utilize that fantastic team play to get it going. The shot just off there, but a rebound there from Guac, and locked and loaded for the 2 points. There you go. So as I was saying, important for Invictus not to let that get them down and to just come back into it and not get off to a rough start. You know, control the controllables. It's always the philosophy I'd always tell my teammates when we were playing all the time. That's the biggest thing, because it's easy to get stuck in the moment of a frustrating play, but control the controllables, basically. You did what you could do, you did what you were supposed to do, and you got to be happy in that. Now they've got to keep on going in the offense. Meanwhile, for Cosmic Legion, they've been impressing very, very well, doing what they're supposed to. And there's been several times where we see Cosmic able to get all 4 players back onto the recovery well before the side of Invictus. So Cosmic is certainly impressed as much as anything, and as much as anyone here across this match thus far. Good interception by Kuma. So that's going to be a Cloud attempt. A little off here, but there are 2 players on the rebound. One taking place in goal, and a pass over to the side, and wow, what a beautiful paint on the bottom pocket from Kuma. You know, if I were Invictus here also, based on what I'm seeing from Cosmic Legion, because they have been stellar when it comes to those cutting plays and the passes on those cutting players. I think they need to maybe prioritize a little bit more diving in some of these junctures, because obviously they have some talented goalkeeping at play with D-Foot in there, and just in general, I mean, their goalkeeping has been on point, but at the same time, because of those ping differences, really for both teams, dealing with pings in the hundreds at the moment, because of the OCE and Japan, you know, cross-region play there, cross-country play. Wow, D-Foot, by the way, making a play. Very handy foot. Very nice. But yeah, with that, I think not even allowing them to get those cross passes, basically, would be the priority. So if that means playing some tighter, more aggressive coverage on their man defense or diving out on the passes, stuff like that. Because once those passes connect for Cosmic Legion, if they're within a few feet of that goal, there's a really high percentage chance that's going in. There's a decent chance that this is going in too, and look at that. Guacanole switches the arms to the dominant one, and they will tie it up like that. Wonderful job here from Invictus to stabilize after what could have been a tilting beginning to this match, or to this round. Water buckets. Water match this has been. But have a good day at school. Work hard. Play hard. All that good stuff. And yeah, thanks for joining. See you later. Over here, it's Yueshi with a bounce off. That will be right into the awaiting midst of D-Foot, having it stolen though, and that's gonna be a punishing 3. Finio putting them up at the halfway mark by a few. That's a big, big steal. But yeah, I mean, a tough situation for sure on these pings. But I mean, we'll take a look at them. You see, everyone's suffering to some degree for sure. It's going to be one of those situations where you got to get rid of it as quickly as you can. Otherwise, things like that will indeed happen. But yeah, I mean, again, from a player standpoint, it's frustrating for either team who are the victim of it in any given play. But so it goes. At the same time, I mean, there's so many positive takeaways from this game and so many big highlight moments. It's tough because I know when you have that ping situation, you have to almost be thinking an extra second ahead, basically, with all of your moves. So it's not the easiest thing in the world. I know. But over here into the other side of the floor, that might be a goal. That's just going to graze past that rim. Taken here, 3-point lead from Cosmic Legion. Kuma with the disc. Kuma being assaulted there and needs to get rid of it, and they do, but only into the interception and a quick release back to 5 up. 5 up, looking up, checking up. What the doctor ordered, but they're holding on a bit too long again. Those are the ones I'm saying where, you know, in a regular situation, you might get away with that, but in this situation, you really can't hold on to the disc for too long. It's going to be snagged there by Guac. Guac off the bounce into the midfield. There are a couple in the area, though, so it looks like a recovery for Cosmic Legion. Cosmic Legion making a move into the goal. Yueshi has the teammate attached, going for a Joker train! Tempura Pasta with a very temperamental goal. 11-6. The Joker influence is unstoppable. My goodness. Well. 11-6 lead. That is a big get for Cosmic Legion. Invictus now finding themselves a little bit in a hole. And at these moments, as they dive through, that's a bounce that just sends right back into the midfield. Anyone's disc at the moment. 5 up, slapping it around. And once again, some tight play in the midfield is just going to have that sail every which direction. And Invictus needing to get back on the offense once more. Really, with 2 minutes and a half left, they cannot concede anything else. Basically, we're a goal away, as I always say, but oh, the miss grab there from Guac, couldn't quite read it, so that could have been the opportunity to bring it back within 2 points. Would have been an open 3, so tough miss there, but they got to put it behind them and get on to the front line again. Otherwise, eyeing it down on the rebound, there's the extra pass, but too strong. And once more opening the window here for Invictus to recover. And now clear down the field right below the bow tie. Up top to Kuma. Kuma being stunned. Good one there from 5 up. Guacanole having it stolen, though, from Yueshi. Now 3-player train. Down the line that goes. Bullet train, in fact, and they need to bullet that out of there. This is such dangerous territory. Again, one more goal, and that could very likely seal this game for Cosmic Legion. And yet one more goal for Invictus. 2-pointer or 3, and they're still going to be fine for the last leg of this third decisive round. Quickly down the floor, though, there's that 4 players, and I told you about it. They get to the floor first, they get to the disc first, no one in the goal, and that is a 3 that might just buy them this win. Huge shot from Yueshi and Cosmic Legion. They're seeking that victory here in 1 minute and 8 seconds from now. Big big 3-point shot there. And unfortunately, Invictus just not able to stack back fast enough. But when you see 4 players down, uncontested like that, those are one of the things where just you look back at it and as perhaps the singular turning point, kind of the costly point as far as the clutch minutes of this round in the last couple. So another takeaway here. Cosmic now feeling good, feeling great. An extra pass at that, hitting the brakes and couldn't hit the shot. Rebound up top by Finio. Finio another ding off that pole, but looking like it will not matter. Victory at hand mighty soon. Kuma now passing it out there will slip by the midfielder, but that's quite all right. That said, 20 seconds left, and whatever the results of this one, stellar game, an impressive comeback in round 2 from Invictus, but impressive 20 minutes across rounds 1 and 3 there for Cosmic Legion, really showing what they're made of. One more shot there from 5 up. That will put them at 8 points for the game. Game is over, and Cosmic Legion are going to secure that victory. Very, very hard fought. All right, with that, the end of the round, and while I would love to talk about this game even more and how awesome that one was, we do have the next match coming up, Astrea versus Echo Japan. So I'm going to go on mute, and I'm going to get into that match right about now. But very good game. Very, very good games. Actually, I take that back. I have no invites yet, so if you're listening, Echo Japan and or Astrea, invites. I'm not actually sure I have Echo Japan added right now, their captain, but I might. Pretty sure I have Astrea players added though, so we should be good. All right, hello everybody, welcome back to Echo Arena VR Master League here, the tail end of Cycle 1. What an exciting match we just witnessed on the other end there between Invictus and Cosmic Legion. And now I'm giving you even more reasons to stick around because we've got Echo Japan and Astrea. So this will be my first look at Echo Japan in Season 4. And my third look at Astrea here in Season 4 as well. Across recent weeks, they have been on an absolute tear. So this will be the final match, the final VRML stream for the next, well, 5 or 6 days or so until the Challenger Cup next weekend. This weekend, I suppose. It is Monday, after all. And, yeah, gonna end it with flair, end it with style, end it with some Hawaiian shirts again. Shout out to Strembitsky. Of the Kangarillas. Of the New York Kings, of course. So, here we go. I see Infamous Fury Wave. I'll give a wave to you. Welcome to the game, and welcome to the Twitch chat, that is. Kegger Rock, Mr. Aliosia, Bloomy Shots, Spencer. And let's see, Silent as well in there, Infamous. And this is, yeah, it's been fun. I've really been enjoying these late night streams. It's perfect. You're catching me at the prime hours. It feels like. So yeah, it's good stuff. Zodiac is still in the chat as well. Welcome to it and welcome back to it. We have Echo Japan here in the Platinum division with a 4-5 record, and meanwhile for Astrea, 11-1. Like I said, they've been on a tear. Their lone loss coming in week 1, it looks like, versus Free VR. Otherwise, they've won their last 9 in a row. And huge output here. Just every single game, they have shown up with pretty much every angle you can hope for. Really locked in defense and really focused offense. Heavy in the team play, team chemistry. It's been out of this world. The thing is now, I've casted some of these teams from the Japan region coming in to the OCE matches here in Season 4. It's still growing. Glad to see it. I've casted a few of these teams the last couple of days. Between, you know, Echo Japan here now for my first cast. We had the villain team, Cosmic. You know, I mean, look, there are the Japanese teams for the comparatively low amount of time that they've been in the game compared to, say, our players in NA, EU, and even OCE. OCE being a newer region as well in terms of the competitive scene. The Japanese teams are really coming along as well. I'm very impressed with their player base's teamwork. It's been out of this world, or at least out of this country. But then again, both these teams are out of my country. I'm the foreigner here. But that said, feeling right at home on these streams, of course. So, got some bets in. Plenty of bets, actually. Look at that. 16 people with the channel points. We have 10 favoring Astrea and 6 players favoring Echo Japan. So, relatively close here. The interesting part is 94% of the channel points being bet, though, are in favor of Astrea. So, that's a 4.5k in the channel points pool for Astrea. And 240 for Echo Japan. So, you know, kind of a little bit of that risk-reward type thing, right? People very confident here in Astrea, and I know they are the overdogs. They're the favored ones here. But, of course, people putting in, after past days, you know, they're seeing that sometimes it's worth betting against the underdog because the underdogs have actually won several times in the recent days. And not only that, you even get more points, typically. So, lower bet, but bigger reward if you do happen to come out on top there, you know? No, I don't blame it. It's strategery, as a ex-president once said. All right, so we are getting started here. It looks like that 5th player has dropped down, so we are ready to go in a hot second. All right, Kegarok saying, thank you for casting this region. It's very interesting. Yeah, no problem. I mean, like I said, my pleasure. The casting is the fun part. These matches are the fun part. All right, so here we go. It's going to be taken first by Alan. Alan Smithy has a Luke VR on that pass. Picked off, though, by Spencer. Spencer getting stunned, but Koala Kid just taking that disc And possession over now to Astrea on the blue squad. Has Ali, CW, Spencer, R1, Losum, and Koala Kid. All people who we've seen here in the chat even as of recently. Over on the orange side for Echo Japan, as they will cause a turnover, it's Alan Smithy, Luke, Nor, and Jun Suzaku. So certainly some of these players I've casted last season for Echo Japan, and will be taken now, maybe for the first goal. Look at the angled tights it was, and almost weaving it in. Unable to convert, however. 1 minute into this game, scoreless for the moment. May not last very long, though, because a breakaway goal has a little time. Doesn't even need it, though. That defense coming in faster than I expected, and Koala Kid able to touch it off the backboard with some finesse. Nice work. 2 points on the board. Astrea first. Both teams had a couple opportunities, though, as we saw. So, yeah, smooth shot, says Infamous Fury. And that I agree. Arctic Scythe as well stopping by. Welcome, welcome. Member of another team that I've casted a couple times this week. Yeah, like I said, I love this. I love being able to see people in the Twitch chat, then I see them in the game like the next day or the same evening, right? It's kind of weird in a way, but this is the world we live in, right? You get to see people all physical and see what they're made of in VR, and then I get to see them virtually in the Twitch chat. It's kind of weird that way, huh? I see them in the game and it's physical. The Twitch chat's actually the virtual part of this all. In any case, hot start there. That shot, definitely hot. Definitely came out with some speed. A little bit off on the aim, but the barrier really just getting in the way there, as it tends to do. So lining up some of their boosts here for a rebound. Koala Kid, and oh, nearly making the goal. That's going to ping off the bottom post, though, as R1 Losum taking that away. Has that passing play, bouncing it high, but diving out is Nor. Cannot ignore that. Ali CW up top at the trench. Not the alley, but the trench. And it's Alan Smith, the Allen Wrench, seeing if they can get the grabs down that floor. Bouncing one way, bouncing the other. There's 3 players back for blue and 3 back for Echo Japan on orange. But that's back into the trap nonetheless. My East Coast, or is it 4 a.m.? It is 4:55 a.m., so the crack of dawn, but these matches are cracked just the same. These players are on R1 Losum, bouncing it. That could be a shot attempt, if nothing else, but still gonna make a setup for a retrieval. There's the rebound. Ali having it stolen, however, or I think Ali, yeah, back into the blue zone. That was a good attempt. I like it, I like it, I love it. Want some more of it. So a stun here from Alan Smithy, causing some disruption. Jun Suzaku from the nest, trying to maneuver around, but a swing through from Koala Kid, able to intercept and now send that waiting for the stack to collect. Now, we've seen plenty of these clears on the floor. I just need to get in position for the recovery, and that time they do. So Koala Kid now has some options. Could be a one-on-one. Diving out is Nor again. Nor playing some stellar defense. And out it goes into the goal area. Another open one, perhaps. Koala Kid and Losum getting back into the mix. 2 on 2 inside that bubble. Alan Smithy eyeing it down. The rest of the players now joining. Handoff play right from above, but losing the anchor was Luke, and losing the disc as well off the juke. Koala Kid now, the rebound. Just eyeing the options. I like the positioning here from Astrea, doing very well. Into the midfield it goes. So again, the theme, the stacks, right? The stacks trying to get back into position so they can find their offensive opportunities. Because it seems like a lot of the times it's sailing here. They have not been able to get that, but a beautiful shield putting in the ender on that defender. And it's Koala Kid with the finish. 4 points for Astrea. Like I said, I mean, I know ping discussion again, but really both teams suffering on that note. But hey, competitive thus far. Like I said, I've been extremely impressed this last week with I mean, a lot of teams, and Astrea has been one of them. But the rate of development that I'm seeing here from all the Japanese teams that I've casted this week has been nothing short of staggering. Really, just such a new player base comparatively. Nice hit there from Koala Kid, open and goal. But such a new player base comparatively, even to the newer competitive scene in OCE, and just coming along very nicely. You know, I think with the rate of growth we're seeing from both OCE in terms of, you know, Australia and New Zealand as well as Japan, I mean, it won't be all that long, I can imagine, until we do see the regions, well, being their own regions and having enough teams to kind of field that type of thing, you know? So, it'll come. It'll come. I do believe. Same with, you know, the whole master tier and the ladder system that we... the challenger relegation system, I should say, that we incorporate there in North America and Europe. Same kind of thing. I don't think we're that far away necessarily having it. Might be a couple seasons yet, but I think it's gonna come. You know, this region has just been growing at a stellar rate, and the rate of fire there, oh, came in low into loathsome, and that will be a loathsome self goal. Unfortunate. Had the hands on it, but again, the ping gonna be a factor. On this launch, 5 points separating these teams. First 2 points there for Echo Japan just a moment ago. See if they can do it again. A stun there baited nicely by Koala Kid. So we'll maintain possession, passes it over to Spencer. Spencer working it up the floor. No, sir. But a rebound will be had. So Spencer juking. Oh, look at the up, look at the under. Unfortunately, couldn't find the goal under that defender. Alan Smithy with a recovery. Now to Luke VR. Luke trying to eye around, and Luke with some more jukes yet. This time sends it deep into the blue zone. Stacks now getting back quickly, Koala Kid. So Astrea has done a nicer job the last several minutes now to get a little bit tighter with their stacks, getting back in time and back first on a lot of these occasions. Nor with a slap there, trying to recover that disc. And meanwhile, the second stack for Echo Japan able to recover. Vying for control in the back line. Meanwhile, with a lot of time, it's R1. And R1 passing it over to Koala. Koala has some defenders in the general area. Has to be careful, of course, and think a second or two ahead because of the server situation. Spencer, though, moving up all around and resetting quite wisely there, trying to get out of that cluster up. As Koala Kid finds the pass right back to Spencer. Just crawling on the floor there, crabbing along and all sneaky-like. But they find themselves the 9-2 lead because of it. And good recognition as well as a well-timed cut. Just took that defender off guard, essentially. And that is a 7-point advantage with 2 minutes remaining in round uno. Don't you know? Now see if they can pull the reverse uno here for Echo Japan. Maybe get back on the score sheets. They've got a look, potentially. Luke, who has definitely shown a propensity for the floor moves and dancing around it, but will actually lose the handles there to Koala Kid. Now June trying to contest doing so, but Ali sneaking by and male slot a little bit wide, but just barely. That was mighty close. Spencer the recovery, Spencer the shot. Nor is going to secure the disc though. Maybe a bit ambitious on that release, so it will be Loathsome who secures it back. But Nor right there trying to react to the defense encroaching from Spencer. Another turnover to Loathsome at the logo. And they'll go right under the boots and right into the shot. Koala Kid punishing the defense who had just left the goal. Maybe gambling a little bit there on the dives, and we're able to find themselves an open opportunity. They're up by 9. Also, more shoutouts, Spicy Italian. Welcome to said chat, Kronos, Jacob, as well. Not to take up too much time, but I'm glad to have you also online as we finish out this final stream of our first half of Season 4. Break week coming up right after this, essentially. 5 days off from official matches until the Challenger Cup. So, ending it in some style. Astrea, who's been impressing as of late, are in position now to take this first round momentarily. One more goal perhaps underway. Trying to defend it is Echo Japan, but it's going to be in right down that alleyway. And they are on a roll, maybe even on a bowl. Cuz Ali, 13-2 though. And in the first round, secured nicely from Astrea, but Echo Japan, despite the differentials, still hanging right in there and showing some nice plays in their own right. Now, one moment while I take myself a quick hydration, because I need it. Thank you, actually, Luz. Luz, lose, lose. It's a win-win for me. Thank you for the redemption there. I will take it. Ever refreshing. Cranberry juice. And Dr. Pepper. Alright, so we do have a timeout here, so I expect maybe another one of those extended intermissions will take a few minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to try and scroll through the chat to make sure I didn't miss anything, because you guys have been active, which is nice. Like I said, proportionally speaking, another reason I do like OCE matches and stuff, you guys are active. You really are. The numbers you guys pull off on the streams in terms of viewers, like proportionally to NA and EU, which are much larger in population, you guys show up. Not only that, you also chat more. It's kind of fun. Usually, as long as it stays friendly. But yeah, so another reason I like it, just because the energy's different there. You know, you guys are awake, which is not a slam on NA. You know, I mean. I love me my home country, my home region, but kind of nice traveling overseas every night. Doesn't even cost me a ticket. Anyway, caster shout out there from Bloomy Shots earlier on. For Pally, many a hearts. That's a lot of hearts, in fact. Heart attack, you could call it. Don't do that, but shout out to Bloomy Shots, of course. Yeah, all right. So anyway, Dr. Pepper makes you cracked. Cracked pepper, you say? Don't tempt me with a good pun. Yeah, Koala with 9 points. Points out Arctic Scythe. Kegger Rock saying everyone shows up. Indeed, indeed. Well, yeah, for the night games, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not slamming North America at all. I'm just saying, if nothing else, it's just impressive because you guys are almost like an outlier, you know, in terms of population size to chat participation and viewership participation. Like, you know, it's not a knock on one region so much as just a prop for the other. That's all. Luz saying, Palidore, did you ever play for a team? Once upon a time, in a game long, long ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Oh, let me... It's hilarious because I have to dust literal cobwebs. I don't know if you can see that off of it. Mind you, this was just a community trophy. This wasn't an official one, but shout out to AGR from North America. This one, again, just a community 3D printed thing. But yeah, literal cobwebs on that. That's how long it's been. All right, so off to the second round. Let's go. Man. All right, so yeah, old team called Eclipse once upon a time. Yeah, we had a good run. But that said, I'm having a very fun run as a caster here in VR Master League the last couple of years now. We're approaching on that 2-year point, can you believe it? Nonetheless, it's going to be picked off here by Luke VR on the start of the second round, and that's going to be sent out into the tunnel. Back up by the pickup, it's Ali and Koala Kid linking on that chain, now breaking up just as well. There's a defensive chain approaching on the on Ali, so Ali gets rid of it in time. Nice hit to Spencer, nicer hit on the goal. Had some defense, definitely right in the grill, but doesn't matter. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Jinx, what time is it for you, Jinx? Are you waking up or are you just going to bed? Well, welcome to the Twitch chat. Glad to see Jinx in here. I always prop up the incredible goalies we have here in OCE. I know I've been kind of fluffing you up lately as well, but not blowing smoke because, yeah, Jinx right there is definitely a rising elite goalie in my eyes over in North America. So welcome to the chat as well. Appreciate also Cyanide saying legendary team. Well, you know, it was a fun time. It was a fun time, but like I said, I think my favorite part about this in VRML now that I'm caster as opposed to a player is that I get to be on. I consider myself a part of 400 teams instead of just one. But yeah, no, I've made it around the block there in Echo, and it's been a fun one. You can say I'm still a good decision maker because I get to cast matches like these. Best decision of my life, Cyanide. Alan Smithy for Echo Japan gets them on the board and in the lead by 1. Yeah, are you like just waking up, Jinx? That's what I'm curious of, because I know for you it's definitely late/early, just depending on if you've actually slept or not. Alan Smithy, another shot attempt, had that last one around. Gonna be picked off there, and actually, ooh, a rough bounce right back into the midst of Losum. So 750 left in this round. I mean, still plenty to go. We had that incredible round 3, a third round game. 3-round series, you know what I mean, between Cosmic Legion and Invictus to start off this stream just an hour ago. And looking to finish just as strong here. Now, first round taken by Astrea, who has been on an unbelievable tear across OCE in the recent weeks. But Echo Japan showing their stuff, that they are very much on the rise as well, much like the rest of these Japanese teams that are coming into the league. So incredible stuff for sure, but Ali CW is going to gobble up that disc, trying to hit maybe the shoulder there to Koala. They have the option, and they will indeed make it count. Coming in from a very tight angle, but they take the 1-point lead right back. 5 a.m. wake up into some VRML. Today's going to be a great day. All right, well, good morning to you. And if there are any European friends over in our chats, good morning to you guys also. Or afternoon, I guess. It's probably around noon time. That said, it's Luke VR here, going to bring up the disc, flinging it over and trying to hit, what was that over there? Kaz. Oh, by the way, good to see Kaz. But just a little too soft on that pass, and is that going to go? Oh, no. 55 meters. Softly, slowly into the Red Sea. Or orange, as the case may be. Wow. That's the second time I've seen this in a OC match this week. The other one was, who was it? I think it was old Jack Burton, wasn't it? Oh, man. So I guess they grow these shots on a farm. But EI, let's go. It's Kaz Japan working it up the floor here. Good to see Kaz in the game, but Ali CW taking it right away. Ali trying to evade the defense there from Nor and Alan Smithy, and that's going to be sent into the bottom of the trap. Picked up there by Spencer. Spencer with some jukes, but maybe a few too many. So Alan, the underarm fling, and that's going to be sent right into Losum, who was kind of hiding there behind that Geo. Into the orange zone, picked off by Nor. Right in plain sight as it's taken up by Luke. Spencer there butting it out, and the take back. So it's really back and forth, possession exchanging between both teams, making the calls as frantic as anything. But R1 Losum now with a recovery has a couple seconds to work with. A slider pass to Koala Kid and a shovel pass, and they will shove that one into the goal. Spencer. Need a dispenser here. I'm not going to go a match without saying that. Because outside of Echo Arena, my top 3 favorite multiplayer games ever in order. Echo Arena, Team Fortress 2, and Overwatch. That has been your Halifax for the day. Thank you for subscribing. Back into the stream and back into the station. Losing the handles on the disc there. Spencer about to take a grab. Now Spencer sending it deep down. It's going to bounce right past Koala Kid, unfortunately. Not another one! Not another one! Spencer with a 3, 39 meters deep on another bounce goal. Oh my goodness. Wow. Favorite overarching character? Who, me? Or someone else? You want some characters? You can get some characters in here. Put up your shield, it's Reinhardt! Yeah, not too bad. Anyways, Luke VR with a disc. And trying to get that disc right back. It's Ellie from that tunnel, so sending it deep down and bouncing off the backboard up into a rebound, perhaps. And let's see if they can find that straight as an arrow like Hanzo. But let's see if they can get that back again. Ellie does do so. Maintaining possession, it's going to be right back to the shoulder, but couldn't turn it over into the goal, that is. But it will be a turnover to Japan. Echo Japan and Kaz. Now, Koala Kid with the disc up high to Ali CW. Ali lining it up. They've got a perfect triangle. Backboard, front board, oh lord, and into the goal, 14-3. For Doomfist. You know, Doomfist came just after I stopped playing Overwatch 2 actively. And the reason I stopped playing Overwatch 2 actively was thanks to Echo Arena. So yeah. But yeah, Overwatch. Who's my main in Overwatch? I had a few different ones. I'll get to that a little bit later, though, because we got a match here. Last few minutes, it's going to be snagged out there by Nor. Nor in the goal. They've got 3 minutes remaining. They're down by a bit, but not down and out. Let's see what they can do with the final burst of this round. I will say, Echo Japan, even though they haven't been able to score in bunches, they've still impressed just the same. Again, this is an incredibly hot team in Astrea. Make no mistake. They have been lighting everyone up, it seems like, as of late, and with the teamwork on offense and defense. So, you know, I know server things aside, I just gotta say, impressive effort and impressive shots, and well, there it goes into the goal. And a little bit of a Chicago. But still, yeah, that was a nice cut. I mean, it was basically a one-on-one there on the goalie. So good drive, 14-5. What made me get into casting in the first place? A love for Echo Arena. If you told me a few years ago, or like when I was a teenager, or even just a couple of years ago, I would not expect to ever be in any kind of speaking role, entertainment role, streaming it. Like, yeah, totally outside my realm. I was a quiet, awkward, introverted, shy kid in school, and really, I still kind of am in real life, except for Echo Lands, I guess. So, what made me get into casting? The love for this game, and the fact that if someone wasn't going to do Echo casting well, not going to name any names, then I was going to do it for them. And here we are, VRML 4 seasons later. And we're getting everyone casted that we can and growing this scene as we can. So yeah, love for the game, love for the community. So that said, taken here by Koala Kid on the sideline. They're going to work it up the floor. Beautiful passes. Spencer off the backboard. Again, the finesse. You got to love it. 16 points. They're up by 11. Yeah, appreciate you guys. I got, you know, I only started casting in Pizza League, which was like a community-ran league also. Pretty low-key, but that was back in 2019. And yeah, I practice on Pizza League. I practice offline casting over my old ESL matches, and I also practice a ton by casting pubs. I said this yesterday, and this is a tip for anyone wanting to become a caster. If you can cast pubs, you can cast anything. Because master games are easy to cast because they're structured and organized. You kind of know what to expect. A good steal here from Koala Kid. But if you can cast chaos like a pub is, you can cast anything, rest assured. That said, Koala Kid is going to launch that off last 15 seconds, so maybe one more time, one more heave here. And it's going to be actually off the head of Koala. Or Koala's teammate, either or. 5 seconds left, one more fling, and away it goes. That will be the game, set, match. Impressive as ever is Astrea, but still as impressive as ever are these teams from Japan, Echo Japan, doing well. But yeah, like I said, the fire, it continues to burn. I'm very curious now to continue like following Astrea and just see what they do going into the second half of this season, because they have been supremely intriguing in my eyes. Okay, now I can take a breath and also relax and maybe get back to your Overwatch questions in a second. This is the last stream again of basically the next 5 or 6 days until our Challenger Cups, so you know, I'm ripe for questioning, I guess, if you guys want, because you won't see me on a VRML stream, I guess, until the weekend again. Sadly. But yeah. Anyway. I don't know, you want some... Ryu waga teki wagakuro! I don't know how much Japanese is, but, you know. Or... Build him up, break him down! I love me some Overwatch. I made an Overwatch. It was... Actually, no, 1 second, because... make sure. Okay, we're good. Anyways, my mains in Overwatch. Look, I'm not gonna toot my own horn or anything, but I was a hipster, okay? I mained the unpopular characters right before they actually became meta. See, seasons like 1 through 4 of Overwatch, I can't remember what the ranks names are, but never mind. Main like Zenyatta, who else? Mercy on occasion, some Soldier, but yeah. And then, you know, Zenyatta got super popular. And then, like, Season 4 and beyond, you know, I was in Master, or whatever the equivalent of that is, as a Sombra player. That's when Sombra just came out, and everyone thought she was Garbo. And yet, then a little bit later on, Orisa came out. Mained Orisa, played like a couple hundred hours of Orisa. Same kind of thing. People thought she was Garbo. And then suddenly she turned meta with a few changes. I'm just saying, you know, the thing is, I see the diamonds in the rough, okay? That's kind of how I play a lot of games, actually. Same like I played Heroes of the Storm a bit before, and I like taking a character who's looked at as trash and then making them good. I really love that. Oh, they're doing a round 3. Hallelujah. All right, you know what? Enough of Overwatch again, because we've got to watch one more exhibition 3rd round. I'm all down for it. Why not? Anywho. Why are Chicago's a thing? I don't know, man. It's tough. It's funny because it's funny because I remember before Chicago server came out. The thing is, Chicago server was more or less it was sort of promised, kind of sort of, for like a full year, maybe like even longer, a year and a half before it actually came out. People were begging, "Where's Chicago? Where's Chicago? Give us Chicago." And now Chicago has its own special namesake in this game, and it's not a positive connotation either. Kind of funny how that worked out, though. Begging and pleading for the server, and then everyone's begging and pleading to never see that server again sometimes. But anyways, back up to Kaz, Japan. As we start this exhibition 3rd round, keep in mind, it's going to be a find. Spencer nearly the save, but it was Luke VR with the hit. Average number of saves for an average match, I have no idea. I can tell you for sure the amount of times, minding you I've casted like 1,400 matches or so. The amount of times I've seen a save count higher, like double digits, so 10 or higher, I can count on 1 or 2 hands. It's not a frequent thing. As far as what the actual average is, I couldn't tell you. Ignite's stats page might be able to tell you, however. Maybe. That said, over onto the offense again. They're going to get 2 in a row here. Luke VR back to back. Nicely done in this 3rd round exhibition. Great start. Infamous saying, "Hey, Aptly, do you hate me?" I assume that you meant Pally. No, why would you think I hate you? I do not hate a single soul. The amount of enemies I've also made in Echo, I can keep on 1 hand. Or no hands. Just be friends with everyone. That's why I say happy, healthy, safe, you know, good to each other. No one's gonna agree with everything all the time, but you can tolerate, you know? You can accept differences, and if you can't, well, doesn't need to take up rent in my mind or the other person's. So yeah, I hate no one. I love you. That said, off on the shot, or maybe just a clear attempt. It's gonna be picked off here by Koala Kid. Koala Kid losing it out, but getting it right back. Koala into the midfield, good pass to Spencer. Spencer from that left lane, eyeing it down. Has one player on that right side about to cut, and cut they will. Playing some rock, paper, and scissors into the goal. So it's 4-2. First couple of points, courtesy Ali and Spencer on that play. A cross check. Yeah, I was casting that game. I remember that one for sure. Cross check playing on. Was it High Voltage, I think, in Season 1? Maybe it was a different team. But either way, yeah. I remember that game very, very well because I was thinking, who the heck is this guy who just saved the disc like 5 times in the span of a minute? Yeah. When you get goalies who get in that zone, much like in any sport, right? You got players who can get in a scoring zone. They can get hot, like in basketball, from 3, make a bunch of points in a row. To watch Echo players get hot on the defensive end, to watch a goalie save you know, 2 or 3 or 4 shots in the span of like a single minute. It happens now and then, and those are always super hype and super impressive. So a turnover here, well, a few turnovers that is, having trouble handling the disc, but hanging in there as the defense for Echo Japan, they're going to cause another disruption and maybe another turnover, but there is a couple of midfielders hanging out, so they're going to get it back. Back into the bubble, however, so it's really lingering here a bit too long. The dive maybe mistimed ever so slightly and ever so lightly on the touch. It's Losum nicely into the goal, tying it up at 4 apiece. The dive was very good from, I think Nor it was in the goal there. It was just a quarter of a second too slow, I think. It looks like a brief hesitation, and that's what made the difference. Maybe it was just a ping thing too, for all I know. But yeah, really nice placement there for sure. A spicy Italian saying that was stunning. That was stunning right there. But Arctic Scythe also saying, let's go. Hey yo, R1? No, it's R3. Just kidding, I know. Round 3, R1, Losum. We are 2, not D2, but we are 2. Excited to continue this game. The last 5 minutes of the first half of Season 4. Words are fun, aren't they? Words are very, very fun. Bouncing it high, it's going to be taken up by Allen. Now, over to Losum, hand out the predictions. Oh, now I see why Bloomy was giving all the love. You just want the points. 1 second, I'll get that to you guys. Taken there by Koala Kid, losing the handles, might still have it. Diving out, though, and out it goes into the nest. All right, let me see. Choose the outcome, Astrea. There we go, all complete for you guys. See, I can multitask sometimes. Up high at the nest, bouncing, it's going to be taken. Good pass, actually. Koala Kid, one more to the shoulder. Stunned out goalie, credit to Koala, so I like that. Koala not only assisting directly with a pass, but Koala also assisting with the stun on the goalkeeper. That brings them up by 2. Trying to get to some other comments catching up there. Asking if I would ever cast Overwatch. I mean, I would never say never, but what I always say as a play here, so hold your thoughts. Maybe about to hold shots. There it is. There it goes. There it was, as it shall be. Luke VR. Saying, I am your father. Not really, that's D-Foot. I mean, it's Daddy-Foot. Anyway. Would I ever cast Overwatch? I would never say never, but what I usually say and kind of stick to, generally speaking, is I'm definitely not wanting or trying to be an esports caster. I'm trying to be an Echo Arena caster, and that is it. Everything I do, it's for this game right here. That said, let's see if I can make this a game. I mean, it has been a game. It's all tied up, 6 apiece. That's going to break, though, with Ali on the goal. Pulling them back up by 2. Very tight round so far. A nice reaction time in 17 seconds for Astrea. Also, Poggin. I'm still scrolling up the chat log. Still logging. But, good morning, Poggin. I'm sorry to miss you the first time around, if you're still here. Glad to see you. And, yeah, Luz, I think I answered that earlier, but in case I didn't, or in case you didn't hear, yeah, the pubs is one of the biggest things I practice on all the time. Like I said, if you can cast the pub, you can cast anything. Master matches are easy to cast because they play so smooth and structured, but chaos is the name of the game in public matches, so anyone who's aspiring to become a caster, whether for VRML or just in general, do it on public matches. It's like trial by fire. But if you can get good with filling all the dead air in the context of a public match, you always have things to say, find things to point out. You will be just fine in any kind of match that a VRML match would throw at you, or any kind of gameplay that a VRML match would throw at you, if that makes sense. A couple minutes left here. Down by 2 points is Echo Japan, and Echo Japan, their Kaz with a save. Again, their defense and junctures for this team has been very, very nice. Especially against a very well communicated and high chemistry team in Astrea. Shield there coming in now from Alan Smithy. Alan Smithy down the floor. They're going to tap boost off and off to the races. Arriving there just with a second to spare. But slapping it right out into the recovery from Kaz. Kaz trying to back that out. Nor not only brawling, but also receiving and passing. So Nor, credit, gets the goal to, who was that? Alan Smithy, indeed, on the dunk. Did turn blue on the way in, but it was Alan who still made it for the tie. But shout out to Nor, because that, did you see that? In a 2-second span, brawled out a defender right here at the bow tie. Immediately turned the head to catch the disc, wound under, found the pass, and then that pass resulted into the shot. So that's a triple assist to Nor. Nicely done. Now up top to Ali, and Ali off the back alley and into the goal. 10 points, 2 8s, and it's a 2-point advantage again. Quick exchanges, and we're approaching the final minutes. Dr. Pepper chips. I regret scrolling to see that. Actually, maybe not. That might, I don't know. Dr. Pepper chips. Anyway, Kaz Japan over to the pass. Alan Smithy with it. Up high to that cloud. Luke VR with a disc. Approaching the last minute. In fact, we are in the last minute, so they can tie it up here. They've got the numbers. Beautiful pass. The teamwork making the dream work. They're tied up. Making them hurt. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Algebert over there saying earlier on, Japanese teams are so sneaky with the cuts from the clock. Yeah, definitely. Look, another advantage of having so many matches casted across VRML in all of our regions, the fact that because we have so much footage available to review from all levels of play, but especially those high levels of play, that's a lot of footage to study and really get acquainted with the meta as well. Getting better by the second. It's Koala Kid. Yes, he did. And that's gonna be the game. Well, again, exhibition granted, but still yet, a game-winning dunk there. Backward style. Now, that's quite the exhibition ending indeed. Gotta love it. We'll replay it one more time. So the 3-rounder won by Astrea in the end, including this kind of for fun third round, which OCE does quite a bit, and I'm always happy to stream those as long as we have no other matches coming. But yeah, that's a fun way to end it. Why not? Valiant effort from Echo Japan. They played extremely well, so again, much respect to them and their players and their teams. But here for Astrea, much respect to their team as well, because even in an exhibition style, they still clutch it up. And like I said, things are looking up and up from here. All right, so ladies and gentlemen and Echo units all around the world, it's been a slice. It's been a slice. Fun streams tonight. Very fun. Yeah, Arctic saying Echo Japan almost won the last round. So close. It was. It was. So it came right down to the wire. Fun match. Like I said, glad to cast those little exhibitions as well. I mean, you know, it's, look, if there's one word of wisdom, if you're willing to take it from little old me, for you OCE folk out there, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, as you continue to grow, do the best that you can to keep that community, you know, closeness, tightness, the sportsmanship, the willingness to do the exhibitions, the willingness to stay after the match and not immediately, you know, piece out the games after tough match and stuff. You know, I see that a lot from OCE. Nothing wrong with having emotions, of course, but just saying, as you guys grow, because I really think this region is following the same kind of trajectory as North America and EU did. Like, I see so many similarities from 3 or 4 years ago from, you know, Echo's native original regions. That's the one thing I would say. You're following a very similar arc. Try your best to keep that community spirit alive. So stopping by the Twitch chats, again, doing these games, being in pubs, that's another thing too. I've heard the good word from North American players as well, like when they're getting in these matches, even like pub matches or scrims or otherwise with OCE players, even though the ping sucks, the sportsmanship always gets a lot of compliments from across the pond, just to pass that on to you guys. So, you know, it's going to be tough because the double-edged sword of going mainstream is it goes mainstream. You open the floodgates. But we need that for Echo's growth, so it'll be a task, but I'm just saying. keep the closeness as long as you can, because these days are the ones you will look back at as the good old days. I guarantee it. Anyway, that is the end of this stream, the end of this week, the end of this day, the end of this morning. Correct, Jinx. The end of this half of this 4th season. It's the end of a lot of things. But we will start again anew next weekend, the Challengers Cup for Europe and North America, so tune in for that on Channel 1, 2, 3, and in venues. Of course, the top teams, the top Diamond teams in the ladder for our EU and NA regions, as well as the bottom 2 teams in the Master Division, all competing in a singular cup to fight for the right to either get into Master or stay in Master. So there's a lot of excitement coming up. Yeah, and anyways, about it. Spencer saying, did a dance with him, shame you missed it. Oh man, right when I was talking about community spirit and stuff. But that said, yeah, it's fun. I'm glad you guys did the exhibition. Thanks for sticking around. Been fun. Did I miss anything before I do part off here? Play round 4. Unfortunately, no round 4 today, it would seem. But yeah, like I said, you guys were pretty active, so I don't want to miss anyone if you had any important questions. Happy to answer, and like I said, if nothing else, it's why I cast. Because I remember how I mentioned I was like the kind of antisocial introvert, whatever, for a lot of my life. This is another way I socialize. This is the thing. You guys keep me company. This is my socialization for the day. So just a deep look into the mind of Palidore. Look inside. Actually, don't look inside there. There's probably some wax. Anyways. All right, so I've been Palidore. This has been VR Master League. Thanks for tuning in. Poggin, Bloomy Shots, Jinx, Spencer, Losum, Koalakid. All you guys, good games, good everything. Halgebert, Jinx, Toy Boy, Arctic Scythe, Spicy Italian. That covers at least most of the last scroll. All right, happy, healthy, safe, all that good stuff. Be good to each other. I'm going to see you again next weekend, and I don't know, maybe on my personal stream on Twitch or something. I'll do something, who knows. Have a good night. Morning. Yeah.
And we're underway.
Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterian Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR. Also sponsored by Spencer's Appliances. They're his biggest fan.